In this video, I'm going to take you through why the dumbbell tricep kickback is a no-go exercise. We don't need to do it. There's much better options. And secondly, I'm going to show you why people are warming up their shoulders incorrectly. Let's go. Firstly, let me show you the dumbbell tricep kickback video that I posted on Instagram. Instead of this, the dumbbell tricep kickback, do this. This is the single arm dumbbell overhead tricep extension. So one arm overhead, coming down, lining it up, and then straightening the arm. The reason why the dumbbell tricep kickback is not a good exercise is because the load or the dumbbell that you're holding is not directly opposing the target muscle, which is the triceps. So let's think about it. If I'm here and I'm doing a tricep kickback, right? And I'm here, so the dumbbell's here, but gravity is pushing the dumbbell down, but my tricep is here. And if I was to load it and straighten my arm, the force would be coming from there because I'm trying to straighten my arm. And that's why, if you do this exercise, you want to do it with a cable. So you get a cable, and then if the force is coming from that way and you straighten your arm, your tricep that's extending your arm is directly opposing the force of the cable that's going that way. But if I'm using a dumbbell, gravity's pushing it down, but my tricep's pushing that way, and that way the tricep isn't getting optimally loaded, right? And I don't want to be those fitness guys that are like, it's not optimal, so don't do it. It's just a bit of a dud exercise. So if you are going to do it, use a cable. You grab the little ball of the cable, straighten your arm, it's a legit exercise. But if you just have dumbbells, get the dumbbell overhead and straighten. So if your arm's like this, and the dumbbell's here, it's loading the tricep in the lengthened position, and then when you straighten that arm, the load that you're holding is opposing gravity, and the tricep is straightening and lifting that weight. So the tricep is lifting as much weight as possible. And that's what you want to do with pretty much every exercise. And this brings me on to another group of exercises that people do when they're warming up their shoulders or their rotator cuffs, and they're doing it absolutely wrong. So I posted this on Instagram as well. Let's check this video out. Instead of this, do this. This is a banded external rotator cuff raise. The other one was with the dumbbell. Instead of this, adduction, 90-90. Do this. Now ultimately the same movement, but we're using a band. Or this. Yep, or you can just use a dumbbell but put it on your knee so it's more stable. So when we're holding the dumbbells and we're doing this, so it's the same thing. We're going out, so we're actually trying to go that way, but the dumbbell that we're holding is getting pulled down by gravity and it's trying to go down. And the only thing that's trying to stop that from going down is your bicep. So ultimately, you're just doing an isometric hold with your bicep, but you're not making this movement that the rotator cuff is doing any harder. So that's why when you do a band or a cable, like you're pulling away and the force is going back that way. So you're actually using you're adding resistance for the rotator cuffs to actually get you warm, right? But it's the most common thing you see in the gym. People are like this with the dumbbells, they go like this and then they go up here, bang. So when we're here, same thing. We're trying to come up here and the dumbbell is going down, but then as soon as we get here, this move is really easy. But if we have a band that's coming out in front of us and we're pulling that band up, then our rotator cuffs are being loaded the entire time. But with dumbbells, it's hard here, hard here. As soon as you get to about halfway, it gets really easy. So it's not the best way to load the rotator cuffs if you want to warm them up. And same thing with putting the knee up and coming through here. This just makes it more stable so that as you get the dumbbell up, it's going to be a bit easier to drive down and use the rotator cuffs, but still I prefer the band or the cable because you have that load throughout the entire time. Ultimately, I wanted to make this video to try and open your eyes to what a good exercise is and what a good exercise isn't. And ultimately what you want to do is just have the weight or the load that's opposing the target muscle that you're going for to actually load the muscle. So for example, if I'm doing barbell overhead press and I'm pushing up, gravity is pushing down with the added weight against my shoulders and I'm pushing straight up, right? So that's a good exercise. Same thing with bench press. Gravity is pushing the weight down to my chest. I'm pushing up with my chest, therefore I'm pushing all the load away. These are great exercises. Hopefully, this just plants the seed and helps you look at exercises and go, oh, actually, that's probably not the best exercise, right? Just like the dumbbell tricep kickback. A lot of people do it, and it's been around. I've done it for ages. I used to give it to my clients. So, you know, I'm shooting myself in the foot right now, but there's better exercises. And if you have any questions around exercises, put them in the comments. If you think they're good or not, like, oh, Brock, do you think this is good? Or do you think that's good? I'll answer you back, or I'll make a video on it and help you increase your knowledge as a person that's lifting, or maybe you're a personal trainer that's looking after clients as well. But that's all I wanted to say in this video, really. Make sure you're doing exercises that are efficient. And often, the exercises that are efficient are the ones that have been around for ages. And even though the dumbbell tricep kickback has been around for a while, the ones that I'm talking about are like the squats, the deadlifts, the overhead press, the bench press, the chest flies, leg extension, leg curl, lunges, split squats. You know, these exercises are the foundation. These are great. To get great results, just double down on awesome exercises, because the more you spend time on exercises that actually do what they're trying to achieve, the better your results will potentially be if everything else is in line as well. So I'll see you in the next video, guys. Much love. Bye.